It's the first stream of May. Let's get into these new designs. Stamps, stencils, much more. Hello, everybody. It's Sunday. It's May 3rd. This is the first time we're streaming in May. Well, not technically, but you know, there was call yesterday. But here at PM Art Studio, that's what we're doing. Beginning of the month. Got lots to talk about, lots to show. So let's get into it.
Good. Just checking to make sure my sound's off.
Wonderful. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
we are PM Artist Studio. That's where my voice is today. I might need to drink alcohol later.
Well, both Brad and I were a little stuffy this morning. We've been working out in the garage. Thankfully, he's putting in some shelving and things because we got things that we're emotionally attached to.
I cannot say anything. I am paying an exorbitant amount of money every month
to house your
house my
attachments. It really is. And I even think about that every once in a while for you because I'm just like, God, if we just got over there, I'm sure we could.
Oh, I know
even
we could
downsize or what. But it's just it's a lot of work and it's emotional. So it's not even just like, when you're throwing out other people's junk, way easier.
Oh yeah, it is. That's what.
You need somebody that is not attached to the stuff.
Do you want me to take care of this? And I said, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you have the same
feelings
list that I do. In fact, I know you don't.
Attachments, and that's the thing here. This is what we're dealing with. All right, my Arty friends, do say hello in chat. Let us know. Do you have things that you are also attached to? Say hello there. We can say hello back. That's how we know that you're here. Please give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Like it, love it, and watch some more of it. If you're new here, please subscribe. We get into all kinds of things. It's not just arty stuff. We talk about emotional attachment to our stuff. Therapy. And a little bit of enabling. And we'll tell you that it's kind of okay. But there is a point when sometimes you got to just let some things go. Either find some place, and I actually had that conversation even with the baby because she goes, "Did you get rid of my kitchen?" She says, "Papa and Lola got me that." I'm like, I understand. It's been in the garage now for over...
Did you get rid of it?
No. I've been trying to, give it to somebody. I'm not, we're not just tossing it out. Because it's super cute.
It is, and I think it's actually vintage.
Well, we might go put it over in that place where, she's paying to keep things.
I think you should put it on the marketplace.
I did, but let me tell you, that is also emotionally, there's scammers or there's people that don't read, and it's there was a lovely lady in Juarez, Mexico, and I was like, I don't know how you're going to get this. I ain't bringing it. Yeah. Okay, let's say hello to everybody.
She probably doesn't want to make a trip up.
Well, maybe you have somebody in the area. I don't know. Then there was some other thoughts that were just terrible about all that. I'm like, I don't think you want to be coming here right now. They're not being real friendly with folks. Anyway, that's for call. Boop, boop. All right, we've got Lucy and Laura is here. Becky, I got your necklace on today. Look, I love this one so much because the little holographic beads are just so cool. And it goes so good with the purple. Just love it so much.
Certainly does.
All right. Bruja's here. Carol's Crafty Canvas. Christy Hartman, Cookie Wookie. She is Mo. Darcy's here. Dana, Dorothy, Elizabeth, Jill, Inspirations. That's Nola. Let's see here. Graham, Griffin Shell. Elizabeth just popped in there. I think somebody else did. Did I say Dorothy? Oh, goodness. List is filling up here. Oh, Anthony popped in up at the top there. And Nina. Okay, I'm going to try to make it back down to where I was. Okay, Graham, Griffin, Shell. That's Rhonda. Jamie, hey. Jennifer McKinnon. Jennifer Doglight. Joanne. Madam Beck. So happy to see you. Marsha Markle's in the house. I was thinking about you, Marsha. I'm so happy to see you. I was thinking about I needed to wear that scarf because I found it in my closet. Mm-hmm.
Which one was that?
The one that Marcia made for me.
I was gonna say,
Marcia Brown. Sorry, Mary Brown's here.
You've been stealing my scarves again.
Always. Lori with the Mixed Media Mess. Planet Creative Studios. That is Estella. Rosemary. Sophia is here. Sharon. Tana. Zala Cow. She is our pal. And Zany Love. That's Bobby. If I missed you, wasn't on purpose. Just give me some extra pinky hello hands like Andy Scandy. That's Nancy. And Bartender's daughter. That's Jerry. Look at me. I was thinking about myself last night. I don't know how much y'all think about yourselves. I do it often. I just want y'all to know. And I thought, you know, I think it is kind of impressive that I remember all of these names with the thing, with the, you know.
I'm super impressed. I can't remember.
And I feel like, you know, when they tell you to do like brain games and stuff as you get older, like that's kind of what it is. Hello, Eddie. I was worried. I was like, maybe somebody, I was going to type them and say, has anybody checked on Eddie? See if you were sleeping in.
I just figured he went to the store.
No, that's Paula.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Paula goes to the store. Hey, she does it in 7 minutes.
Her new digs are closer to the store.
I think so. I don't know. It's pretty hilarious. Okay, so big launch day. But let's talk about this real quick. So it is March. March. Good God, my brain. It's May. The other M. May. That means you need to go over there to the makers of Mixed Media Art and Artist Facebook group. Yes, it's long. I understand. We wanted to get all the names in there. It helps with people finding us. That's why that's the way it is. Just so you know. Oh, for short, we call it makers. When we say makers, we're talking about the Facebook group. Over there at the very top of it, there will be a featured section. That's where all the things get posted. Each and every time that we go live, I post it up there at the top. Ed even drops his in there every once in a while. Always welcome to our mods. You know, just let me know. And to our people that do things, just let me know. Or if you have the ability, just, you know, put it up there. But then also we remove it too. Because I want the main things to stay up there, which are our collabs and this, that, and the other, and the swaps and things of that nature. So there's the swap this month. It's flowers. You need to sign up. You got to do that before the 7th, or I think the 7th is the last day. And then Becky, posts your partner on the 8th. There are the color combo. That's already been posted. And then Carrie has put out his video. That comes out like on the 1st. And then Paula, she usually posts something in there as well. Estella helps with that. She's the one who puts together the postcards. So tell her what a wonderful job she has done there. Lots of people enjoy having the little postcard thing. She does it in both the, you know, portrait and landscape. Very helpful. All right, so we got color combo. Collage prompts by Eddie and Darcy. They both put out videos, I believe. I know Darcy did. Eddie, I don't know if he just did a post. I couldn't remember if I saw that. People are putting out all kinds of things because Darcy's got like her spotlight thing that came out yesterday, plus a video, I think, prior to that, launching her stamps. Eddie did a short thing. Oh, I love what you did with his, you'll see here's his stamps here in just a minute. But anyway, everybody's posting things. Christy Hartman has done hers. They're collabing with us and doing all the things. So that's very exciting. There's a post over there, makers, that should have like lists, and people have posted their links to their launch videos as well. Okay, did I get everything? I think so. Let's show the new designs. He's already like, you know, glazing over there, just doing our own little party business.
Well, I know most of what you already said, so I don't have to pay attention.
I really wish. Well, you could chat with the folks. Look, Glenda's here. Hello, Glenda, Christy Hartman, and Paula. See, look, she's back from the store. Hello, Miriam. Miriam's here. Okay, did I miss anybody else here? Okay, Glenda, Christy Hartman, Becky, registration. Oh, yes. And then Becky has posted for her registration for the retreat that she does. So that information's over there in the feature. Got to go to the feature. I don't know if I mentioned that. Lots of great stuff there. Got to do the little click through. Listen, lady. New people might be coming in. They weren't here as long as you've been here.
Oh, almost nobody has.
No, that's right. That was
observation.
Funny. That was funny. All right. So, some of y'all may have noticed that this actually came out in April, like whenever we were getting things ready. But I did want you to know that these designs that came out way back now have they have been expanded, so you can get the big moon. I think this was the medium size was the original, and then we added a big one. Look at that big moon. Sometimes you just gotta put one out there, and just put it out.
I don't even have any chat right now.
And then a little one. Moon size matters, y'all. Moon size matters. I know y'all like to see it stamped. There you go. Moons over my hammy. If you go to Denny's, you know. Also, this is the original dragonfly that Brad created way back. It was requested to have a smaller one. Here's that smaller one. He's actually even tweaked it a little bit, like filled in some of these lines since then. So sometimes just how he places it, how it gets cut, it will cut better than others. So, that too, just so you know. Just so you know. All right. Carrie, please forgive me. Is Carrie here? Have we seen him? Did he put out a video on this? Because I know he's super busy at the beginning of the month here. So I didn't know if he did this color combo along with, but this is bait ball. This is the 9x12 version. There's an 8x10 as well. I sent it to him. And I was like, I'm just not going to cut another one because, I think this will suffice for what I wanted to do with it. Which I'm hoping to get into the fish book later in the month. So I will be keeping this. This is bait ball by Carrie.
Oh, I love it. I'm sorry, I've been messing around my a bunch of stuff in the way of my chat. I had to deal with it.
Okay. You good now?
I'm good.
All right. Welcome to the stream.
Hearts coming up here.
Yeah, I think this is going to be super cool to mix with things. Because sometimes I know you're like, oh, well, that looks really kind of simple. I don't really know what to do with this. This is a fabulous design to layer on with other ones.
Low contrast background.
Right, because then you're going to be able to mask out, or, this is going to create a block, and then you're going to be able to add those colors. It's a really, I know it seems simple, but it is not. And I helped him get the eyeballs. He kept losing the eyeballs. He's like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I got you. I understand what's happening. I saved the eyeballs.
Well,
just want y'all know that.
Well, I think that's a real important part.
This is Rhonda's first smash up style one. Look at what she did.
Oh,
I'm very impressed by her skills doing it.
Long haul.
Yes. I'm going to hand you this one because this is, got your name all over it for sure.
Long haul all the way.
And per a request, I believe, I can't remember from whom. I can't remember who still said. Sorry, things are sticking. So I was trying to make sure it's dripping off the back. But this is onion jalapeno lime. And it is available in both the 9x12 and 8x10.
Oh, I like that.
And later coming up, there are stamps to go with this.
I was going to say, I'm going to make a impression plate with that.
Yes, I think that would be super fab. I just think it's
Just
fun.
put your paper down on top of them.
And here's another thing. And keep in mind, don't be so literal with some of these things. Because there are fabulous lines here. And it could be really fun if you wanted to come in and trim out the edges and then do almost a shadow technique, or just, things like that. You could just use the one pieces. So there's a lot of fun things.
Well, I think that could make another very subtle background where you're going to be putting some other maybe,
guacamole supplies. Yes, it is to make guacamole.
And you might want to do something for your kitchen, like, write out the recipe really cool.
Yeah.
And this could be the background, and you're going to hang it up in your kitchen.
You got to mix it up with Becky's avocados. And then you got the full mix. Okay. Let me pull this off to the side here because we got a lot of different things. highly recommend asking for your outer bits on this. Those of you that have already ordered it, I've tried to include it whenever I was the one cleaning things. But this is Darcy's Botanical Bunch. She did a video. I believe it came out yesterday. I watched it. She did some really nifty flop off kind of things with it. Like they were some subtle colors and then layered it up. It like she said, I think in today's video, the one that she was showcasing Carrie, is that it's funny when you see either, you know, the designer show you how they intended it, and then to see how other people end up using it as well. So, you know, don't always go off of your initial reaction to a design. You may want to see how other people are using it, because then you go, oh, okay. I need that in my life. Just saying. This is how we enable you. And hopefully it's more inspiration based. But it comes in 5x7, 8x10, and a 9x12. This is one that you don't want to be tugging at real, but she did such a good job with this whole rounded connection point thing. So there shouldn't be a whole heck of a lot of...
you know I love that.
Yeah.
That's another long hauler.
And I heard her say that like there were some size intentions that she had. So there might be an expansion of this set if we can kind of work through some of that. So let me know about that, Darcy. I can help you with that. Because I think it was a good idea. And I understood, I think, what you were trying to say about that. Okay. So last but not least in these stencils, look at this manhole business.
Oh, wow.
I know, you're all over this. And if you guys remember some Happy Mail that we received from Sophia, you know, like last year or something. A little while ago.
Yeah.
It's been a bit. But she had asked.
I like that.
Yes. P was like, where is that? And I'm like, hey, we got it in the queue. Well, you know, things happen. And some things start to take more precedent than others. And so finally it was like, okay, we need to get this stuff out. Plus it went really well with some other things as far as just design-wise. Like they really, you know, we like to kind of combo these things up and put them out together. And she did such a fab job on the variation in size versus, you know, 8x10, 9x12, 8x10, and 5x7. All right, as we mentioned, here is, and it's sold as a set because you didn't want to break them up. And I just, you know, it was one of those things. It just needed to stay together. So, onion, jalapeno, and lime. And look at this. These in alone are just fabulous mark makers. And even this. So, like, it's such a cool set. I know it's kind of one of those things like, well, I'm not really into fruits and vegetables and who's it, what's it. It will be interesting to see what P does with these coming down the line. I'm sure she will play with like just the different variations in mark making that can happen with that set. I know you guys like to see. Here we go. Look at that.
I love it. I love it.
And both Darcy and I asked them because I was like, hey, y'all both have irises, and it just so happened. I was like, are you cool with them coming out at the same time or whatever? And they were, because I think actually they could be comboed up and it'd be a very beautiful field of yeah, I kind of envision that. Now, Christy Hartman has her video out showing these vases that she created using hers, because see, they kind of have a stop. So these, it would be great like either at the bottom or when you blend them in with other ones that are, you know, have the full stem. And I know, again, let's see. I know y'all like the stamped ones. So these are Darcy's. These are Iris in line. And then we have Wild Iris by Christy Hartman. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Aren't they beautiful?
They are beautiful.
And I think even if you wanted to like just cut out the flowers and layer them up into a thing, I always think that looks so cool. Hoping somebody will.
I got some ideas for that.
Okay, fabulous.
I don't know that I'll get to it today.
I know. I will put all of those away.
And I may take a little vacation from the book and do some gel
I'm kind of ready for that.
I'm
A little
feeling
burnout.
itchy.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Itchy.
Itchy. She needs to jump right.
You know, this is a side quest. You don't. But I need to put my mawashis in my book.
She
And
needs
I'm not
containment.
going to make, so that I can find stuff later.
It's starting to.
The cards are still, did you look for them downstairs?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, y'all, there was a little sneaky peek use of the peppers because, you know, Queen P over here needed her peppers. So the peppers have been seen and shown and used already. Wait until you see some of the things that P has done because she's had access to these now for 2 days.
No, I didn't have
Basically.
any of those talk bubbles.
They were over here. I just gave you the things that I thought what you were working on.
Oh, well, wait till you see. I did a whole page of it.
Okay, Becky's thought bubbles, y'all. Talk bubbles, speech bubbles. Sorry, speech bubbles.
Yeah, I didn't have those, but that wasn't really what I was doing.
Well, and I don't know if
I really kind of needed those with my peeps.
Well, the size probably would have worked pretty good,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. She didn't have them.
Didn't have them.
And then Brad made me my bubbles. Let me just tell you, they're tricky little boogers. We didn't want to put them all together because then, like, you'd have to cut them out and then, you know. But anyway, I'm very excited. This is for the fish book. This was for me. This was a little, you know, vanity request. So I'm putting those over here.
You notice how quickly hers appeared. She has better ends.
I've been talking about the bubbles for, like, forever. And yes, I actually do have a little bit more preference because I can actually make the list. I'm in charge of the list.
I just about blew coffee all over
She
my...
did. Okay, and notice actually who got to jump the line and like make demands and things just popped up. That's my baby. So I guess if you want to talk to somebody, you should talk to a little girl named Izzy. And then she got it in 3 sizes. I don't know. Her and her daddy.
I think it's pretty fun.
Snowflake cookie. Hey, if you want some fun mark makers, you know, again, more little vanity projects, but I don't know. Some people have been ordering them, I think. I think the little one is going to be like the most fun. You can create a cool background with this.
I've got it. I put it down in all of its forms here.
Oh, you did?
I do like
the little one.
Little one.
Yeah, I think it's a scale-wise makes the most sense. And I'm going to sort all these and put them in the things later on, hopefully. I don't know. Lots to do today. Lots to do today. All right, final section here. All right, Brad's got a tile doodle set.
Yeah, and you're not going to put all of those away because I might need to pull
Right.
some of them out because I've got some ideas here on some things I'm doing.
Yes, totally. Okay, tile doodle set number 5.
Oh.
I know. Look at those. I know some of them kind of make you go, oh. He's just, this is so him. This is very like.
Oh, and those little jobbers right there. Yeah, I've already used those. Oh, I like the
All right, these.
Arty.
Yes, these are Eddie's lantern flies. So if you saw his little, well, I think it was a 3-minute video. It came up as a video, not a short. I don't know why they did that to you, Eddie, but that could have just been me too. I don't know. He stamped them and did watercolor. They look fabulous. Now one's a little murdery, but I like it. I'm here for it. Wait until you see what P did too. These are so cool. And Eddie worked extra hard on these. We had to send them back to him. He did good. He needs the praise because sometimes it's a little maddening about all that because it's
now
it's
what
hard.
do you call those?
They are spotted lantern flies.
Is this like a real deal?
This is my assumption since it came with such a specific name.
Eddie?
Eddie? Hey, Devin.
Spotted lantern flies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have those in Texas.
I don't think I've seen one. I don't know what their actually real legit size would be. I don't think they come like this.
Well, we needed to magnify them.
Yes. And now Brad, of course, because I asked him to do the one dragonfly, he's like, oh, well, I need to do a new dragonfly. So here's the flying dragonfly and its little silhouette baby. So for you dragonfly lovers, I know you're out there. There's another one. And P has obviously been using it because it's blue. It's not standard for.
I've been testing it out
for launch day. Okay, and then a request that came through Carrie, which I was totally like, yes, heck yeah, that sounds like a fab idea. And Devin, that's Yolande, Devin Rex for Art, came through. And her pods that P's been using, and you'll see more of that today, is now available in a little set of 5. See them? See them?
I just love those little individual things, and I know they're kind of a...
They're sort of a whip to keep up with.
Keep track of, but...
They're super fab to have.
They are super fab to have.
And then to go along with more mark-making fun, remember, P had said, ooh, I really love... Remember when we did the fish book, or worked in one of the pages of the big fish book, I'd used some of Carrie's art, and people were like, ooh, those would make fabulous stamps. And P was like, heck yeah, please make that happen. So I helped with that. And I think these are super duper fun. And P has already used these as well. Tom Bien, look at those. Set of 5. Just cool stuff. And then doodle, what are these? Doodads. Dolly Doodads. Sorry, I had to get my brain around it. By Paula. And look at how good they all like just the patterns and there's so much fun things. They even
go with Izzy's cookies.
Yes. These dollies can be eating some cookies.
And they are kind of all dolled up. I like their lower extremities.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you didn't want the heads, you could chop them off.
Yeah.
We're okay with that. Or just fun little...
Well, all you have to do is just put a piece of paper over their face.
You don't have to chop their little heads off.
You don't have to chop their heads off. Not necessary.
And this is Miriam's dragon. And unfortunately, she wanted to name it something, and I was like, I think there's copyright on that. And I don't really feel like, because it's so close, because it was like a character, and it's a thing. Yeah. So I was like, we're just going to go with Dragon Long, because that is like what this style is. So I know it wasn't as fun, but
yeah, I like that dragon. I need that dragon for my book.
Okay. Dragons and chili peppers, it seems right. Yeah. And then finally we have the manhole 3- in the little square form from Sophia. That goes with
I've got that on my paper.
Okay. So I'm just going to keep these over here. If you need a certain thing, let me know. Okay,
I will, because
and that concludes everybody's
kind of thinking
stuff for the month of May. Place your orders, place your bets. I've got so much stuff stacked up over here. All right, I'm going to move the camera. What's that should have been released for Pride Month? Because we do need to talk about next month and what all we want to do. I think we need some really good, powerful words.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, let me move the camera. Y'all just hang on. Going for a ride. I like to turn it before I get it over there because it's a little easier. Pretty good.
It hasn't shown up on mine yet. I just got the spin around.
Oh, that's crazy.
This is where it needs to be.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's not too bad. If I need to adjust, I can. It seems like it's a little further this way than it normally is, but I think that's all right. She's waiting.
I'm waiting for it.
Waiting.
At about the same time y'all get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me just talk about this real quick, and then I'll talk about my Happy Mail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the coolest paper, and I wrote it down. It's called Silago paper. I highly recommend this paper. Its absorbency is fabulous. Look at this. I mean, there isn't any, it's just absolutely wonderful. And has enough.
Do we know where this came from?
No, it's in a bag.
So it's just wherever you can find this paper. Let us know.
It was in a bag, and whoever gave it to me had written this down on a sheet of paper that they stuck in, which was a really good idea. I wouldn't even know that.
Okay.
And I don't, Monroe, I apologize.
So what is it called? Silago.
Silago, Salago. And for $3.24, and who knows how long ago that was, you get 6 sheets in 2 colors. I don't know what happened to my other colors.
Well, I think that was just maybe information that was given.
Could be just information, and I just got this oatmeal color, which I really, I love it. Because it's just, wait till you see what I did with it. But I went ahead and stamped this off on here. Because what I discovered was I can cut these out, and they glue down fabulously. I
love the color of it.
I do too, and I really, the texture is just really, after you've handled it a little bit, and I'll show you more here in a bit. Okay, now, I also wanted to talk about this because I just cut off some edges that I hadn't used the bone folder to, and when I did that, the page went, like that, like they do. And they were lying here, so I just glued them down.
Sometimes you just got to do
Put
that.
a little pencil on top of it. And, I mean, I think that looks quite splendid.
It's really good.
Now, over here, and we're going to do that a little bit later.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
And this is where, like, the doodad dollies would be so good. And I think it's an African instrument, the little boom, 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 boom thing. It kind of has that.
Could go inside.
Look at that. Where did you find those? You didn't tell me. See, that she surprised me.
I found them
over there.
But I don't know if you can see this. Yeah. I mean, look at how.
That's so good.
And the dollies?
Yeah,
inside?
I think the dollies inside
Just
would be
line
fab.
those babies up.
We're going to stamp some things today?
Now, on this, can you see it?
Can you see
I used my gold watercolor ground.
Oh.
So I can stamp. Yeah. Then I could watercolor. I could color pencil.
Hi, Mimi.
All of the above. And I really love that because most of the time, this is rough enough that it takes the colored pencil.
Oh, hey, Alicia says that the Silago paper, often referred to as Philippine Gampi, is a high-quality, lightweight Japanese washi paper made from 100% Silago fiber. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'll tell you what, it is wonderful to work with. Now, I've not gel plated with it, so I don't know about that. But I can't imagine that it would. But I did do a whole lot of other things, which I'm really excited to share with you. So don't throw your little pieces away. Now, I am going to throw these away.
Look, Susan.
Susan, I'm throwing some paper away. That's a little joke.
It is.
If you've been here before, you know. Okay. So let's look at.
All right, and let me do a quick welcome to everybody that has come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we're an arty friendly bunch of folks. Best chat in town. Now, today's a little bit different because we're doing the big old, like it's a launch day. Usually we do this on the 1st if we are streaming on the 1st. We did not.
No.
Because we just do this on Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And then we call on Saturdays. That's how we roll over here, y'all. Now, like it, love it, subscribe to it if you haven't done that, and then watch some more of it. That's this, the content thing that we do.
Now, I passed over what Nari sent to you.
Yes, I will show that tomorrow because I stream on Mondays. Mondays are my day. She doesn't show her face, but she shows up in personality.
Isn't she wonderful?
She is wonderful. And I believe that Nairi's here, right? Is Nairi here?
Okay, lovely card. I will be I will
Hey Dawn, hey Rayanne.
Use this and put it into the book. And I've got this is nice paper here. I can go ahead and use this nice paper. So it'll have both of your,
Aw,
the messages on there. But I just
that
think
is so
it's
beautiful.
so beautiful.
And that's Becky's Lotus right there.
Yeah. And look at this fun stuff, Mariah.
Ooh, I like that you didn't like it's.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't.
Now, I don't know how that's going to go in and out of the Mawashi, but here's how you do that.
Just put
You just
something
put
on top.
another card in front of it.
That's
and
right.
It goes in and
A little
out.
protector.
It'll be just fine. Now check and I love this little girl. Just love her so much. We're going to save her for the patriotic.
Oh,
She's
yes.
holding the flag.
She is holding that flag.
Holding that flag. I don't know where you got that, but yeah.
Oh, she's probably one of those Tim Holtz dolls.
Oh.
You know.
Well,
He's
anyway,
appropriating other people's pictures.
I think she's really cute, and I hope she got credit rights for her.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if the pictures are old enough and they don't have any. Look at these, and I'm putting these straight in. These were really my deciding factor here on I need to get my Mawashis in because these need to go into the book. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, because it goes so well.
It's just, I mean, I'm going to leave them out here so that you really understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because you got to show that.
I'm going to show the pages I've been working on.
The progress.
And you'll be able to see.
Hello, Anne.
I know you sent this to Izzy, but I'm not giving it to her right now.
She's
in deep shit right now because she is not appreciating what she has.
just we're back again.
I
with the
will
room.
hold this for her because it is just so lovely that I am not. I'm angry with her right now.
Yeah, we all are.
And she needs to up her game.
She does
before she gets something this special.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping it. I do that anyway because she's a child. She doesn't know. Okay, these are absolutely fabulous. They will also go into the book.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
How much better would life be if a liar's pants really caught on fire? And I mean, you can tell she's really thinking about it. I mean, I think she has a special person in mind.
Yeah, we all do.
I love this. Pink,
Might even have the same person.
Pink is not my thing, but I can live with it.
The sentiment was right.
we never really grow up. We only learn how to act in public. But I love these little. I don't know where you got these little jobbers. They're little photos of paint swatches. See, scarlet red,
Yeah.
vermilion red.
All right. Well, Nairi, let us know.
I love the. I don't like writing those. It makes me a little irpy, but look at these wonderful.
I could do a Ferris wheel.
I like the ones that go around this way, not this way. The horses.
Oh, merry-go-round.
Yeah, I want my movement on the ground. Thank you very much. Hey, this is some more of that cool
yes,
fabric-y stuff. I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
Oh, more Tim Holtz stuff. Okay. Well.
Oh, that's all right.
He does some good stuff.
I don't need these little baggies anymore.
Well, let's say this. I think, Ranger pulls together some very nice stuff to put his name on.
Oh, Ranger Rick, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now, I would assume that he has a part in the whole thing, but
okay, so I'm just leaving those up there so that y'all can see them, but I'm saving this, and I saved it because I might use this for collage.
Okay.
Her addresses and stuff.
I'm very proud of you.
Cool paper on the front of the thing from Australia.
Yes, which I was like, I cannot thank you. Thank you. Because, I mean, that's kind of an investment to send. I know, I'm very proud of you.
But it was real, and it was a double flappy thing. It was just very cool. I loved it. Okay. So, we've got this. And I did stamp the lantern flies.
Ooh, look at that. Look, Eddie.
I know. So I've got those, and I did use some of the words. Okay. Here we go. Now these little pieces, I know, but see, look, those are the kind of pieces you just need a little bit.
You just glue it
bit of
all. Yeah, you
something
just glue it
somewhere.
down on that thing because this is cute and it looks good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And anyway, I've got some other stuff in here. I did these. Remember, this started off as my the whole idea for this was this.
Okay, and
this here.
that particular stamp is one of Paula's sets, but she cut it up. So if you're like, that seems
And I cut
familiar.
it up before I knew we were getting the others.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I wish you wouldn't have done that because there's something similar that I think.
I don't. It
but
doesn't matter. I can still use them together.
Well, I think once I start sorting these out, I'm gonna put a lot of those smaller ones into the small bins. And we just need to kind of come up with a name that we will remember.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. This is a little piece of this stuff.
Because what did I call those?
And I have this little piece of Solago that I pulled off on the edge there.
Yeah.
This is some more paper that I found. This is really cool.
Where were you finding all this?
This is so old.
I know, but like, where were you digging?
In the bin over there.
Oh, the big one?
Yeah.
The top one or the bottom one?
The top one.
Right.
Bottom one is not very accessible for my
perusal. For general perusal.
Yeah, there are probably some good stuff in there.
Probably.
Now, I do have a lot of stuff in here. And here's some of those little... I did extras of these.
So those are the new sorry.
And they go really
googly pods.
Yeah, you can see they go. And I really thought about, putting them in, but I'd already spent some time doing pencil work. Can you see the pencil work?
Hold it up into the technology. If y'all remember maybe a stream or two back, she showed these. It was just, paint. Basically, paint swatches.
And I think it was when we were doing the paper artsy.
Yes, I believe so. The time room when we couldn't get...
Because I was really struggling with the...
with the green.
With the green. And I think they called it sage.
Doesn't
that look cool?
It used to be up here, but I think we gave it away.
This is the inside of this one, and then this is the back side. And the reason I haven't done anything to the back side is, remember when I told you I needed to... See, if I use this card and I put it in, then I don't have to worry about all of this stuff getting fluffed up. And look how good those go together. I might need to do a little bit more turquoise.
Oh, those look so good together.
Don't they? I told you. I knew that. Okay. I think I've already shown you about the skull.
Yes.
Now, this is what I really thought on this, and I just haven't done it.
You just keep it together.
I just need
keep it together, woman.
Keep it together, and then this little is going to go in here.
Oh yes.
I need to make a pocket for it inside there so it can keep safe, and then I can write something also on the other side of it.
Well, I could put a magnet in there if you want it to magnet on there, because this would be the time. Yeah. Because you got the little circles, and then I can put the thing there, and.
But I want to write on it.
Okay.
Okay. You've seen the inside of both of these. Okay. Now, this one, okay, see here.
I'm excited.
It's life. And then this was, remember what's the magazine things that I showed y'all?
Yeah, with all the words on it. That was on Thursday.
Yeah, okay. So, and then I showed you the other thing from the brochure that I got. Blasphemous Inquiry. Free Inquiry is the name of the magazine. And it says, sounds like something you'd enjoy, doesn't it? We don't know exactly what. Yes. But then I just found these other words in magazines. And this ask. And then thought-provoking answers. Ask probing. I love the word probing.
So this was pretty funny.
Even impertinent questions.
When we went to the dump. So we had to take a big load to the dump. Because we have just boxes that we can't even give away or whatever. It is what it is. But on the way, there's a huge sign. So they were very dedicated in their message, which I very much appreciate. It says, "Pray for America." And both Brad and I were like, I mean, we like the sentiment. We really do. But it's like, I don't know if we're all praying for the same thing. It just gave off that vibe, you know?
Chances are we're not. Yeah.
But I liked that they had the sign out there.
On the way to the dump.
On the way to the dump. I just was like, that's, you know?
You know you're in the right part of town when that kind of stuff happens.
I mean, it was huge. So they obviously had it printed. And I mean, and also not a super fancy house. So, you know, they invested some cash into this.
They felt very strongly about it.
But a great road to put. I loved the placing. Just, it was one of those things.
Did you take a picture of it with your phone?
Well, we probably need to make another run. So when we do, I'll.
No, you're not.
Don't ask.
Yeah.
It's best not to.
Did you throw away any of my good boxes?
No.
Okay.
If you notice, it's all been recurated over in the corner. I told Brad, I said,
can get to it.
All of your shelf is over there. Well, right now we kind of have some things in a holding pattern, but yeah.
Okay. All right, so y'all watched me do this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've got to turn that over because I'm not ready to share that yet. Y'all watched me do this with the stampy business.
And it was just so, it was great because, you know, sometimes you don't have a plan. And then just whatever comes about, and look at how fabulous that looks. And more of the, you know, cut up. Well, no, the one isn't cut up, or that was before it got cut up.
Okay, so this is that
the new
Silago.
Oh, that paper, yeah.
Paper, and I just kind of did a little quick weave there. It's just a 3-part weave, and then I actually stamped the stamp on it. But I mean, this paper takes that stamping, I mean, beautifully.
It does, without bleeding, because you would think probably a paper like that would have more.
It does have a little bit, but it's amazing how crisp the details.
Right.
It holds the details. And I hope you can see that. And then these are also that same paper that then I went ahead and cut those out. Put those down. Okay, so, you know, Mariah told me to put down the.
Remember, yes. Oh, yes. Let's have a moment here, because I was like, I'm so pleased that I told her, I said, hey, you need to put a piece of deli paper in between that, because she'd spent so much time. We all did. We were all invested in this piece and the hinging and all the things. And I was like, hey, slide a piece of paper in there. She's like, I don't understand what you're telling me. This was it. This is what she needed to do. And the reason that it is now yellow is because when we're doing the stamp thing, and then she did the little bit of watercolor-ish business with the
stamp pad.
Right, the Distress Oxide pumpkin one.
Yeah, because remember, it wasn't, I needed more of it, but it wasn't showing up, and so I needed to.
And so it bled through in the little bit of areas that were paper.
That did.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. When those kind of things happen, you just look at it as an opportunity to make something else even more better.
And I think it really was. Yeah.
I think it was. And what's really cool here is I did it on, I put the paint on this side.
Yeah.
Okay. You can see where I added but look at the dots. You know, always put your dots where, you know, evenly. Because this paper was some more of that paper that was very absorbent.
Randomly. I'm a dot at random.
Okay.
Random.
So, and then you watched me hinge this. You know how that works. All right. Now, I don't want to show you those quite yet. Here are my.
Look, Eddie. Aren't these gorgeous? I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And that really proves that the work that Eddie put in to kind of getting the design of these, this is why. Totally makes sense.
Okay. Now what I really want to do today is I want to show you how I did these, because I think it's pretty magical. And I want this one to go here. I think it looks absolutely perfect. And I'm just sticking with the one.
Here's what I love, because, like, all right. The movement that Susan's paper created, plus the fact that P didn't, like, glue it down. So it in IRL has movement. And it really says, like, and I love that it turned out yellow because it's like the glow of a light, which, you know, bugs like to fly with the light, like Carol
Okay,
Ann.
and I'm glad you brought that up because remember we talked about what to do.
We did, and we're like, ooh, gold, but that was too much. So you got to know when and when not to.
I already had the gold on this side, and I thought, you know, and so just went with Indian yellow, which is it's mostly transparent. But I just think this just came together so beautifully and organically, and it evolves naturally.
It's the Kenny Rogers rule.
It is.
You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them,
know when to walk away, and when to run. Move your ass. All right, so that is what's going to happen there. I'm saving this other one. I mean, I really love both of them.
Here was my suggestion. So she needs to put the yellow one down on that page because it needs to fly into the, into the light. The other one, I want to trim it out and then, like, glue it either in that corner. And it could even be that it shows on the other, like, instead of, like there. Yes.
I don't know. I haven't totally bought into that yet.
She doesn't see my vision.
I don't see it yet, but once I get this glued down, and I've lived with that a little while, and I'm going to work with. I'm going to show you how this works. So if you can find that stamp for me, Mariah.
I can.
I'm not quite ready for it, but I will be soon.
Okay, I got it right over here.
You've got it ready to go. Okay, now this is my little paper that I put down.
Graham's first concert was Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. Mine was the Gunner Nelson, the Nelson twins. Gunner and
I don't really remember. It
went
was
with
too
Lana
long
Fangman.
ago. I was probably, I don't know.
Making bad choices.
Making bad choices.
Questionable ones.
Yeah. A lot of that's kind of a blur.
She made it through.
Yeah, I did. And I decided I did. My whole thing is
in Amarillo.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, I think Dad was totally freaked out about it. I don't think you gave a crap one way or the other. He was very concerned about me going.
Well, that's because of some of the stupid ass things that he did.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. and he did a lot of those before.
It was pretty tame.
I met him. He got into a lot of trouble that he didn't need to. But anyway.
Yeah.
We all live and learn. Okay, so this is the my little thing that I put underneath. Now I want you to check this out. I'm going to bring it up into the.
Ooh. I like to rock that.
So this was my strip of pups,
Pups,
that
y'all.
I saved and whacked off the ends of.
I'm telling you,
of
pups.
This. These are the pups from here.
Pups, and more pups.
End of this one, and this other one is the other end. So these were the ends of the pups. And then I just went in with the stamps. And then I decided the stamps didn't show up good enough, so I came back in and did a little bit of work with the acrylic paints and a small brush.
Ooh, I love NXS. Sorry,
I think they're quite lovely.
They are absolutely gorgeous.
Very proud of those. But this is what, when I would lay it down there and I'm going to save that because I think that looks quite nice. It just needs a little bit more work, but And these I'm going to put down on back them with some, I've got this cool gold paper. I just have to find it.
I know where it's at.
Okay, there we go. Mariah's got that covered. All right. So,
I know which paper she's talking about.
It's cool. Oh, I forgot to show you the back.
Look, Paula.
And this...
Bakers. Somebody ordered them, too.
I love these little dudes.
I was like...
This is the plus and minus. This is a question bird.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, it's been a while since those came out." And I was like, "Well, it's crazy, you know." And y'all might be new to it.
This was one of the brochures that was
Mhm.
in with the. They wanted me to subscribe to the magazine.
Yeah.
And they have good words, so I may just go ahead and subscribe to that magazine.
Don't do it. There's.
I know, but when there's not, these are good words, Mariah, and I'm kind of pastel decor. They don't have the kind of words I need for the most part.
I understand.
I need more serious words, and I'm not making those kind of beads anymore because my fingers are too old for that kind of crap. Yeah. Okay. Have I showed you everything that I've been working on? I think.
Bye, Anthony. Thanks for hanging.
Bye, Anthony.
Leave us running.
Kiss the dogs. Little buggers. Okay. Yeah. All right. We've talked about all of this stuff. Now we're going to get back to actually. And look at that. Look at that. How cool that looks.
That does look nice.
But it doesn't really go with the inside stuff.
Well, if you tapped it back a little, like did something over it.
Tapped it back. Yeah. And this one you can see I started out with the stamp.
Mm-hmm.
And did a little pencil work in there. I'm not totally taken with that right now, but I'm sticking it in with the other stuff here.
Oh, is that the other Nelson? Lucas? I guess he's still touring. That's funny.
Okay, so here. Forgot to show you how. Look at this.
Hey, Karen.
I mean, even here on the skull.
Oh, I do love it.
I mean, they just...
It really changes his whole attitude when you put the big heart with it. It just makes him much more friendly and approachable.
Hinge it. Where's that flat one? Here. I could hinge the flat one. And look.
There you go.
Okay. That's what's going to happen with that. I'm going to leave that right there with this. Because, that's a little more user-friendly.
Approachable.
Yeah.
Oh. Different Nelson. Okay.
Look at that. Look at that. I may have to just change the whole inside of my plan on that. See, that's why when I don't have a really strong feeling about it,
yeah,
I just kind of let it go for a while. Because there's a reason for that. Now, Mariah, I need her to go into July.
Well, let me just hang her up over here. Look at that. Now, when we're looking for the girl, she's over here on the...
I may be wrong, but I doubt it. This could go into July. I just absolutely love this. And see, look, this... I've got a little pink going on here. Look at that. Love that. And Izzy's little book.
I think it would be hilarious if somebody did do something with...
These two really go together.
With the peppers and the onions, jalapenos, and limes, and Becky's guacamole, the avocado for Cinco de Mayo. Make you some guacamole.
Oh, yeah. That's the 15th.
No, that would be Cinco.
Oh.
Which would be the 5th. And tomorrow is May the 4th be with you. And my little baby, I got her an outfit. We're going to be doing the photo shoot. So hopefully she has, situated her room so I don't want to bop her on her darn head. We're going to be doing that later. And she will be putting the buns in and all that because, later on she will appreciate the fact that I made her do that each and every year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, now...
Oh, with Fran's tomatoes. That's right. Good call, Darcy.
Tomatoes.
We need to turn those into stamps.
We do.
I'm going to write that on the list because I'm the list maker.
I have such great prints, though.
Yes.
Of that. Okay, I need my pencils out here. I need the bottle lantern.
Lantern.
Not a bottle.
Go into the lantern, Carol Ann.
Bottle flies are what go around dead.
We have some of those too that are not as popular.
Okay.
People are kind of ooked out by the flies. In fact, I think at one point in time when they first came out, somebody said, "You can keep the flies."
I like the flies.
But they wanted the Venus flytraps. They just didn't want the flies.
Oh,
Because we made it a set.
yeah.
We should turn the flies into a stamp too.
Absolutely.
We need little ones, like of the itty bitties.
Buzzies. Yeah. Okay, here's this paper. And you can see like a piece pulled off right there. That was probably where some tape was.
Yeah.
So you can see how thin that is, but even with that little part right there. Okay, this is the Salago paper. 6 sheets, 2 colors, $3.42. That's very specific.
Well, Eddie, some people feel very
what
about keep their negative comments and stuff. Some people just feel real sure that other people want to know that stuff.
What stuff?
Their, whatever kind of judgment and things that they got.
Oh, yeah. They feel compelled.
Compelled.
Yeah. Okay, we decided that this really wasn't the color that it was supposed to be, and what it is cool is it's kind of reactivating the turquoise that's in there.
Well, you're in the right place, Alicia. She says we need some weevils. They have little long noses and are adorable.
Yeah, we actually know what they look like. We're dealing with an infestation.
In the
here's Mariah's solution. She just puts a big pot underneath, and they all fall down in there and die.
They do. It's because these folks don't close things up. I think I got them on the run at this point.
I do,
and figured out where they're. Like you got to just contain things.
Now,
but I'm so glad that we discussed that out here in the public.
Oh, nobody gives her. It's just like your kid comes home from school with head lice, and that kind of thing. I mean, it happens. We used to go through that thing at school, and the nurse would come around, check out the teachers, and then talk to you about checking out your children and not hugging on them till we got the
containment
of the.
It really is containment. Oh.
All right. Now, I wanted to go ahead and do that in that color just because I wanted you to see it. That's not necessarily what I want. I don't want that. But you can do that if you want to. Totally up to you. I'm using Gothic purple. And I could use black, but I really like this Gothic purple.
Well, and we do actually have the re-inker of that. Yeah. But see, that ink, because you re-inked it onto that one, I think it's darn close, and it is what it is. Some of these re-inkers I can get for a decent price, and then for whatever reason, sometimes they are ridiculously priced, and I'm like, I don't know who's in charge of this, but no thank you. It's kind of like, so it was Rhonda, right? Like, didn't they kind of mess with you on some pricing of some Liquitex stuff? Like, crazy. Almost double, I think, is basically what it ended up being for the exact same thing that she'd done, like I don't know how many ounces it was. Yes.
Yeah. I'm heavy on glue. I'm heavy on inkers and whatnot, and I'm trying to use as much of this paper,
And you want to get your stamps primed pretty well, because it does soak into the foam, but then they just kind of keep on a giving, which is great. Yeah, that's ridiculous, Rhonda. This is nuts. More than double.
Look at that. That's a good one. That little bum.
She came in and got tape. I think her daddy's been.
He did talk to her, but he talked to her softly. I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get quite as good. Well, I don't know.
That's pretty good.
That's all right. Okay. I don't know that Mariah says you should do that, and I just, you know. Do a little jig.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Put the lid on your hoop-de-doo.
Okay,
Oh.
so you're going to be doing pencil stuff. Should I move the camera in?
It probably wouldn't be a horrible idea. I'm going to rough cut this little booger, but I'm going to leave a little bit.
Yeah, you want to be able to handle it. Not like just be like right up.
Yeah,
you know.
so that your finger can hold the outside of it.
Yeah.
All right? Everybody got that. I can do it.
Oh, no. I really hate that it does that when I touch it. There we go. That's very good. Sort of squared up there. No, it's not.
I'm trying to
Plumb and square, y'all. Plumb and square.
Okay. So, I want you to know how I did this because I think it is an approach that you can use and maybe develop a little more confidence about using your different colors and coming in. And okay, so basically what I did here is I used pink and yellow. That's all that's on there. And I just made sure that the pink and the yellow were strategically placed and kind of blended them out a little bit. I want to have a little bit of gradation there. You can see. And I did this because I really had no idea what this paper would do. So I wanted to test out both the watercolor and the colored pencil. But look at that. I mean, isn't that wonderful?
Okay, Sophia. Thanks for hanging.
Now, this I could go here, but because I don't want the proximity, I'm going to go with the pink close in. So that you get a little bit of, movement. And again, pull it out so that it's kind of, and I love having just enough detail here that it's still showing up even after I've used the watercolors.
Oh, and Elizabeth says that these wings we could make some funky flowers even.
Oh, you could. Absolutely could.
Very, what is it? Kind of like an orchid.
All right, now on this one, I'm going to take and I'm going to use the pink on the outside of the little body here because I do want to get a bit of depth, an idea that, this is convex. A little out here, a little out here, a little here in the center so that when it comes up towards the head of the fly there. And here, I really, on this one, I'm going to use a little bit more over here on this side and bring that out just ever so slightly more towards the end of that wing part. This just takes that color pencil so well.
It really does.
I mean, it is just, it's just like it's butter. More better than butter. Okay, I think the yellow that I used on this was really bright yellow.
Yeah, because you want it to be able to.
Yeah, and again, we're dealing with
If you hold it up into the camera, I can read it. So, canary.
Canary. There you go. And this one is magenta.
And there's one under the desk, by the way, but I wasn't going to crawl under there and get it.
Okay. Now, on this one, we've got a double whammy here, okay? So,
Thank you, Eddie.
I'm going to put a little bit of this.
Just on the tip.
Just on the tip. I can't remember if this is what I did or not.
It kind of looks like you might have done a little bit of that. I don't think you went heavy, though.
Yeah, because you can see, yeah.
You may have done it on one and maybe not the other, or more on one than the other. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, I really here I'm feeling like this should be the darker and it should work up to the lighter there. See what I'm talking about? Because this is light.
Yep. Because you're just basically creating sections and doing the opposite, so that way you do get depth.
You do. And what's nice about using your colors that are next to each other on the color wheel is you're not going to get...
Yes, these are Prismacolors.
Round out. And I mean, really, if this is all you had, I think it's still really, look at that, how beautiful that is.
Yeah. And Susie says the colors you were choosing for the butterflies, which I don't know if they're technically moths or their name is a spotted lanternfly, which is interesting. But anyway, sorry. That's just a side note from me. Are so beautiful, so inspiring, instructional, and instructional watching you color them, Pete. Thanks so much for sharing this technique.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm not finished yet, sweetie. You just hold my beer.
Hold the lantern. They'll be coming.
Okay. This fly here is exactly, well, not exactly, but
Well, you've come in with some more, like, it's not just, you didn't use just 2 colors.
No, I did use 2 colors.
Well, then you didn't use the same ones.
Yeah, I did. Just wait and see.
Oh, I remember what you said now. Yes, we had this conversation.
Okay.
And you too can do this at home.
You too. Tambien. Look, you can even tell here. This is the one I used. Okay. I like to build these up. Izzy, she likes to
peel them.
And I remember I used that one for
yeah, you just gotta be careful because they are sticky booger. Like, they don't fully dry up. They stay sticky.
That.
Yeah.
Here we go. I just have this one special brush that I really like for this. And I did go ahead and get clean water and whatnot here. Okay. All right. So I'm feeling like I need a little bit more, just right on the edge here of that pink.
Yeah. To bump it up a bit.
Bump it up just a bit.
I agree with this.
I was just a little bit hesitant about what it was that I was using. Okay. Transparent. Muy importante. You don't want to do all that work and then have...
Obliterate it.
Yeah. You're going to be really mad at yourself. And yeah, I have my moments of these kind of things. Always wash your brush out. I don't know about you, but...
That's right. If you want them to be beautiful butterflies, they can be beautiful butterflies. That is from Eddie.
Thank you, Eddie. Okay, so we've got our green here. We're putting the green over the pink.
Very lightly.
Very lightly. Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
because I have a feeling that these are not colorful.
Yeah, there's kind of some discussion about, like, I don't think that the actual lanternfly itself is bold and, you know, in its coloring. I don't know. I need to look it up. Oh, they do have a bright red on them. Are they like red and brown? Brown and some have the red on them. Well, what's nice is, like, yeah, when it's something like this, you can just make them into whatever you want them to be.
Okay, now I'm leaving that yellow open because remember we're going to use the complementary color, which is, come on now, tell me.
Oh, purple.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't know I was being quizzed.
Well, I was just kind of throwing it out there.
You're right. I'm enjoying this very much.
Of course you are. This is kind of piddly stuff that you like.
And it seems doable. Although I'm a little questioning about my ability to color pencil, but
hey, this paper is very forgiving.
Yeah.
I really do want you to try it because the paper in and of itself makes this whole project very safe and doable.
I could clip this out, Mary Brown. I will do that. Thank you. It has been requested that we clip this out of the stream and just put it up as a separate video.
Oh.
Because very rarely do we do something quite like this.
Yeah.
Gotta kind of, you know, be there for a few streams to really get it all in.
And you can see, I don't know if you can see, but how that paper just
it sucks it in. Yes, I was
down there.
And it's spread so nicely too, and then that's why you're getting that effect.
It doesn't just stay in one spot.
Right.
It's sort of
in a very natural way. So that's adding to your design effect there.
Absolutely.
Hey, Dory. Welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. If you're watching this on replay or maybe even as a separate little video, do let us know down in the comments below. Like it, love it, watch some more of it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We sell these things. These things being these stamps and stencils and all this. This is a design by Eddie Makes Art. This is his latest one for May.
Now, you could absolutely just leave that just like that.
It is gorgeous.
Because I think it is really gorgeous. But I want to go ahead and, you know,
show the full effect.
This part so that you can really. This is already, and I don't know if you noticed or not, I held it up, but it has medium added.
Okay.
So it's
not, been altered.
It's been altered. And I always kind of test it out over on the side
to see how much altering has been made.
And the thing about it is when you come in with this, you kind of overlap it with the other.
Right.
Use a little water.
Because you get that blend.
So you get that blend. Okay.
Oh, that's just so pretty.
Isn't that just, I mean, I think it's magical.
Or even if you wanted to bump up the yellow, then you can come in with a yellow.
And once it's dry, that's what I did on the original.
Which is nice because, again, with this paper, you're not, like, I would assume, and then especially since you're not doing, like, full-on coverage of paint, it still leaves enough of that textured surface that you can continue working with the colored pencils on top of what you were doing.
You can, and you don't have to put any other thing on top of it because it's already the surface there.
Well, I'm gonna look into maybe getting some other of these papers because it's obviously it's a winner for you.
It is absolutely it's wonderful. I love it, and I just think it's so cool. And what is also really cool is you don't have a whole lot of downtime here that you need to wait for
yeah, things to dry
and whatnot, because then you can come back in and you can get your highlights back if you want them.
And what color is that one right there?
This is cream. Now I am rushing it just a little bit here.
Yeah.
I probably should let it dry just a little, but I really wanted you to see those areas where we decided that we wanted that. Can you see how I'm just feathering that out? And the other thing that's kind of cool is if you come in and you just add that.
Oh, very nice.
It's so subtle, but you really you don't consciously know that it's there, but you still.
It made a like you can see when it's so nice to watch you do this, because yes, you see it like in the final thing there, and then as you were adding it, it was like, oh.
Okay, you want a little to up your yellow a little?
Oh, Paula says they look like museum specimens from an old book. They do. They have that very botanical or the like the kind of the field notes type look to them. Oh, so in real life, lanternflies are not a good thing to necessarily have around. I guess they start out as aphids.
Oh.
Yes. Destructor little boogers.
Okay.
See?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's instructive, and I think I really...
Maybe it's kind of like it's like a phoenix lesson, Out of the destruction of the ashes of your plants comes a very beautiful little thing.
Okay, now this is this is the one that's dry, right? That one's the one that's still wet. So once it's completely dry, then you come back in again with your highlighting color.
Right.
And you can hit up and kind of, get those areas to come back a little bit more.
Well, this has been fabulous.
And you can see,
I'm very proud of you.
There you go.
And then with the other one, you did...
Okay, so...
What was the color combinations?
Blue and pink.
Okay.
So I used orange. I used the quinacridone nickel azo gold over the blue. The turquoise.
And what would be, I think maybe a good suggestion for folks, like if you aren't sure about like what mixes, maybe it would be fun to do like kind of some swatch.
Do some, little
swatch things
over on the side of your paper.
Make your notes, which actually would be cool, even having that then next to the specimen, like that. See, that's the little, notebooky things that just get me like, look, I got goosebumps.
You could make a little pocket.
It's, with your little
and stick that info in there just for, future generations if they wanted
to give me goosebumps. Please post that over Makers. That's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artist Facebook group if you do any of those such, swatching kind of things of your lanternflies.
Okay, now, I this is kind of an aside, but I try to smooth these out because Izzy says, Gigi...
It's too clumpy.
Yeah.
It dries faster, and your layers are nicer if you do this.
Yeah, there we go. I have another. I'm building up another one for her to peel off. She does do that sort of thing. All right, so now we've got two.
Yes, it was green gold that you used over the first one.
The green gold.
Yeah, and then on the other one, instead of the yellow, she used blue and then used the quinacridone.
Yes. because it was pink and it was
Right, pink and blue.
pink and blue. And then I just went, because you can still see the leftover blue there.
Oh, you could use Carrie's swatch stamp. That's right. Next to, yes. Oh, I love it. Please somebody do that. I would love to, but I just, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
I mean, you can just really be messing with these a long time and you know, add a little, you know, maybe.
He can mess with these a long time.
Yeah.
This is her jam.
This is my jam. I really, I love doing this. I sit and listen.
It's not coloring book, though, if she does it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is beautiful.
And this is, you know, when I tell people, it's don't buy your ephemera, make it.
Yeah. Then you can make it match.
Then and you can make it match perfectly, and you don't have to worry about, you know, somebody sending you. It doesn't have to be. And the thing I don't like about most ephemera is it's slick.
Yes.
You've got to, you know, undo the slick right away. Well, or not.
Well, and please keep in mind that that's because we will alter everything.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, even
some people like to
remember when I used the gory stickers.
Oh,
I had to cover those up with.
Yeah, you got to fix them.
Gesso, because they weren't working. All right. Well, that was.
And thank you, everybody. And the links have been dropped into chat. Look for Cookie Wookie. She's Mo. She has been dropping in those links to all those products that we've been talking about. The Swatch It Stamp by Carrie, Label Frames by Carrie, and of course, the Spotted Lanternfly 2 styles from Eddie, which is out this month.
Yeah. Now, this one will be totally different.
She's gonna make a whole bunch of them.
I'm just gonna.
She's on a lanternfly
until I'm done with the Now, I did want to experiment with the dragonfly, but I'm kind of done with this. I'm needing to move on.
You got 34 minutes to do whatever next thing that you wanted to do. Oh my
goodness, really? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to have to prioritize my plan here.
Yeah.
What was I going to...
We did more discussing of the designs than we usually.
Yeah. Okay.
But I like that because that usually happens whenever you've had more time with them at the beginning of the month.
Okay, so we've got the flies here. And I'm really, you know, I know. See, look how good that looks.
That's beautiful.
I mean, because you can see that little time. And then this, you know, this one has kind of that burnt feel to it. So I'm really thinking these two are going to be definitely.
Oh, Paula says that she, you know, if you're going to do some gel printing, maybe.
I could do a short haul.
Oh, yeah. Maybe with,
And I'm just trying to save as much of this paper as I possibly can.
With this,
Mariah finds me some more, I'm going to be real stashed with it.
Okay, hey, with Rhonda's.
Yes, I have it right here.
Yeah, and I think those papers would be really cool with the lantern flies.
Yes, we'll keep that in mind as we go through.
Yes, and maybe kind of keep to those colors, switching those up
as we go back and forth in our
I like it.
All right, let's get rid of.
You did.
Okay,
I heard you, Paula.
I'm going to keep the. No, I'm not. I'm going to give both of these back to you. I'm keeping. Gothic because I've got Gothic re-inker.
Okay, you kept both things.
I'm handing you back the lantern flies. Thank you, Eddie.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to try to create. I need to create a whole new section or category on the website because now we have so many different insects.
Oh, I know. I was going to do something with this.
The dollies. You want to? No, hey, do the short haul.
Okay.
Because we've done lots of stamping things, and y'all kind of understand what's going on with those.
Yeah.
I think showing the long haul thing would be really super. Or, well, it's going to be a short haul. 30 minutes. And then tomorrow, for Mariah Makes, I will be doing the color combo and collage prompt business. I need you to gesso my page.
Leave it out. I'll do it.
Okay.
Gotta get it. Kind of.
You've been neglecting your plates here,
I
for about a week or so.
I have
think.
not been gel plating at all. I've been farting around with my book,
gluing things and collaging and.
Oh, look at that! Oh, not gorgeous. Okay, we're gonna pull this up because hopefully then we'll have a clean plate.
And at this point, it's been drying for well over a week.
So we know that it's pretty. Oh my gosh, look at that, Mariah! You should come over and do a.
Oh, should I?
A thingy.
Okay. All right.
I'll put that back down.
Do we even remember? Can you talk through this one? Because I don't really totally even remember. It's been a while.
Let me refresh my memory. Okay, leftovers from smashed pumpkins.
Okay.
And a lot of other stuff around the edge, smashed pumpkins.
All right, so it's been a little while since we've done a short of a poll. This one, I'm gonna try to link a stream to when probably the poll color was put down. I know it doesn't seem like it's super awesome, but it really is. There's good crackle left behind here. This is sort of like a leftover poles, and then we're going to get some super awesome. You see that crackle left back behind there? One of the advantages of using the Carnival wet strength tissue. If you want to know more about things like this, this is what we do over at PM Art Studio. There will be a link down below. Thanks for watching. There we go.
All right. How about that? You got to see that right here. Now look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, the crackle's fab.
I mean,
it has multiple layers of crackle business.
And we're just going to.
Yeah, leave that.
I just want this one really ugly one off. The rest of it I'm leaving.
Okay.
Oh, love that so much. So much. I think that this is just going to add.
So Paula's like the all about me. But the color combo this month is quite the challenge. I think Carrie was also having some struggles. I don't know. I haven't done it yet. P was kind of like a little apprehensive.
I wasn't apprehensive. I said it. I don't like it.
She don't like it. I'm kind of excited about it. I think y'all have to show up tomorrow.
It's more in Mariah's color,
Right.
I think they're all wimpy colors. That's what I think.
She needs more
wimpy colors.
Well, and it's tricky because you basically have complementary colors because you have the blue and the orange. So you've got to keep them separated. I will tell you, Eddie handled it the other day quite well. I thought that his pages that he created during the stream the other day were fabulous.
Oh, with the other color combo?
With the new one.
The other color
no,
combo.
This is the one. He's already done things with this. We're 3 days in, by the way. Yeah. Oh, fabulous. Look at that. Eddie, and he put a link to it. I highly recommend watching that.
We're just going to start off with purple.
Yeah. So this is going to be a very short haul, but, I'm
going to try to make it interesting, and I'm going to do some different things because I can.
All right. So a couple of things. Brand new stencils, Yupo stencils, are plastic, but they are also very sticky when it comes to gel plating and with certain paints, especially when they are brand new. Once the paint builds up on them, that becomes less of an issue.
I'm getting plenty of paint down here because I know that I've pulled, the first pull.
Hey, new flyers. I have new flyers too, by the way, about, Yupo. I should have one of those up here.
You should.
I should. Should I go get it? I'm going to go get it. That would be smart.
Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my paper down on this, and I'm pulling it up like toot sweet.
I would say no, because she's got a full plate. But do you want to be signed up for the flower swap?
The what?
They're swapping flowers this month.
No. I need to work on my book, and I'm
I'm very proud of you for making that.
I honestly, okay, now look at this. Isn't this lovely? But if I'd left that down there a second longer, it would have been disastrous. Okay, now we're going to come in. I'm going to bring in some heavier, this is isoindoline. Isoindoline. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you know, whatever, because we've already got some lovely brownie stuff going on here. I knew that this would be a good one for a long haul. And I may go ahead and longer haul it than y'all get to see here.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Okay, I'm kind of, you know, I'm keeping in mind the things that are going on with my book.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. To see if this, because I do have papers that I can use, but does that mean I have to use those just because I've designated them per se? No, it doesn't. I can do other things.
I love the self-talk. Oh, right off the bat, pretty good.
Hey, I've already pulled
Look
one.
at that. That looks gorgeous. It looks like leather.
It does. It does. It
oh,
does.
and I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, that's probably. We're a little myopic there.
Yeah, a little bit. This will at least
Okay,
get you.
that's just about out. All right, let's bring in a little Titan buff here. This is kind of opacifying everything a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. We'll add some more runny stuff to it.
I need to design a new shirt. It's been a while since we've come out with a shirt. Paula says I'm in it for the long haul. I can do that.
Oh.
Yes, Yupo is the material. I'm going to see if he'll hold this in there for a second. But
just let me get this up and then I will. But I'm not lollygagging.
Yeah, timing is kind of, you got to keep going when you're doing the long haul. Even if it's a short one.
And like I said, I may go ahead and.
But I've been putting these in with people that are brand new or, you know, they've ordered for the first time. But if you want one of these flyers, especially those of you that are content creators and you are using Yupo stencils, would highly recommend you requesting one of these.
Hurry.
Let me know.
Take a screenshot. Whoop.
Well, or, you know, request it in your order and I'll make sure one gets in there. Now, if I know you're a content creator, I've been trying to send one with stuff. I was printing these out like on our printer, but these are like slicky papers and fancy. But I just was to the point where I figured that it was probably cheaper just to have them printed than to keep printing them.
Yeah, your expensive ink.
Yeah. Well, and it kind of, you know, when we're doing, you know, orders and things like that, to stop and print a few, it slows up the process. Whereas if I have them printed, I can just grab the sheet and be done with it. Awesome. See, yes, I sent one to Christy Hartman. I think I sent one to Stella. I should have sent one to Eddie. Darcy. I don't think I had them designed yet. Because, like, I did this in a matter of, you know, a few days. I was like, okay, we just need to get this. We put all, this is the same information that's on every listing on the website. And over on Etsy, too. No, well, let me know. And if you guys want a digital version of it, let me know and I can email you. Because that's what I ended up doing with Estella. Because she was like, hey, can I have a digital version of that?
Yeah, there you go. Asking you shall receive sometimes. Later.
Oh, I did send Eddie one. Look at me. See? Oh, I couldn't remember. I was like, I know I thought about it. And then I was like, well, maybe, you know, I don't know. She'd already done the video and what.
That is exactly what I do sometimes. I'm going, okay, did I think about doing
Was
this?
I thinking hard about that, or just, you know, did it actually happen?
This is that watered down turquoise that I have that I use all the time because I'm absolutely in love with it, because it just it greens out so nicely that, you know, I can't say that enough. Now, we are making some wonderful pups here. This is the piece that I put underneath my thing when I you know, my scribbly stuff.
Oh, Asemic writing?
The one I have in the book that, you know, I had to redo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Look at that color.
And Rhonda, this is extra fabulous, like smash up, like, because the choices that she made as far as which of her stencils to, because these are previous designs. You get that? That's why it's a smash up.
What are you talking about?
I promise she works here. I really do. Okay, so this design from Rhonda is a mixture of yeah.
Oh, well, that's probably why I liked it right away. Is because I recognized it.
You're like,
in my you know, lizard brain. God knows that's kind of taken over. Just, you know, warm spot and I take a nap.
Oh yes,
Paul.
I think that's a good. And then maybe if I even put the definition of a long haul underneath, you know, like across the boobs. In small, you know, like.
Okay, I'm retiring that one. I'm going to get a new one. I'm getting stuff all over me. Be careful here. We'll be having paper stuck down to the... Okay, now look at that. See how it picks up in some of those spots, and then some of them aren't like yet.
Yeah, because I think it's Cranky Buds is one of them.
Okay, we're going to do a little browning out here.
I'm trying to see and then it was the frond one. And I can't remember what it's like, flower splashes or drip drop splashes, something like that, because it's like a splash flower. Yeah. Yeah, but people don't understand what 100% UFO means, you know. That's the thing.
I have to remember this corner down here.
Swish Splash Flora. Thank you, Becky. See, I know there was Splish Splash and then it was Flora. I'm so sorry. Whew. Splish Splash, Cranky Buds, Fronds, and Tear Burst. There we go. Thank you, Rhonda. There's 4 in there. She was testing me, but she wasn't.
All right, now I'm putting a little bit more pressure on, and I want you to see. Oh, I'm not going to show you that until I get this off.
Okay, the pressure's on.
Pressure's on. Okay, I'm going to throw this down on the floor.
Okay. Ask me about it. That's fab.
All right. That was just so... Okay, look at this.
Ooh, and it looks thick. What paper are you using today? Do you remember?
I'm using the cheap paper.
The 28 pound. Well, yeah. I wouldn't say it's cheap.
It's not cheap, but...
it's cheaper than the 32 pound hammer mill.
That.
But not that much.
Not that much. Okay, this is... got to make the balls rock and roll. So I know that it's this is Permanent Rose with airbrush medium added from Jackson Studio, and Mariah bought me these cool little bottles, which I can.
Oh, okay. So Bruh has a question. Is the amount of paint that gets the stencil pattern onto the brayer off? I can't get this to happen when I want it to. So I clearly don't understand what's happening to my brayer. Yeah, I don't know. Like that, I think it really is just one of those things that is, I mean, I guess
like that.
You could just really get, well, we'd love to see it, but we can't see it.
I'll show you in just a sec. But I need to get this down here because I didn't use enough paint.
No, you didn't.
I need to get some more. I need to loosen that up a little bit if it's way too tight.
Some pieces of them.
I'm talking about my paint.
Right. Not your attitude or face. Oh, I love this very much. The pink is so cute.
Pink and brown is always good.
It is.
Always good. Okay, this is what what she's talking about.
I think it's sort of the luck of the draw, but you know,
it doesn't always happen.
If you could work at it, maybe you would know. But
all right, we've still got some stuff out here. This is a different. This is Jane Davenport face.
Not available anymore. It doesn't matter. You can't get that color anymore.
Face base.
Mm-hmm.
I was going face.
I
spelled it different. It's because there's a big blob of paint right in between them.
With face.
Okay, this is where it needs to be. Loosey goosey. Loosey goosey works better. More better.
Mm-hmm. And also just some other, tips and tricks and hints and things, especially when it's a brand new stencil. Please keep in mind, if you've never used Yupo, that there are so many factors that are at play. Like the type of paint that you are using. What is the humidity that day? What type of paper are you using? That's why I was asking Pete, which paper is this? We know that the 32-pound Hammer Mill premium color copy paper is a fabulous paper to use. It is a little bit on the pricey side. Wouldn't necessarily recommend it, especially if you are in the beginning phases of your gel plating journey or gel printing journey. Simply because you're going to use a lot of paper and you're going to be using a lot of paint, and they're, unless you're just, that's fine, whatever. It is just
I'm
pricier
messing
paper.
around with that, and I really shouldn't be. I should be getting my paper off here. We won't be getting the paper off of here.
As I was just about to mention.
Now see what it's starting to do. It's starting to pull from the plate. Pull from the stencil.
The stencil will give back. That's another plus of the Yupo stencils. Now, it's not that it doesn't necessarily happen with a Mylar or whatever, but we know for a fact that because it is a stickier surface, like it adheres, the paint loves, actually media of all sorts, loves the Yupo. Therefore, it's going to adhere to it, but it's also going to release it depending on what kinds of paints you are using. Now, to get back to the paper question, because y'all are like, hey, you were talking about paper. Paper really does matter.
Yes.
If you use a super lightweight, and this is one of the reasons, like with the sketch paper, you've got to get your timing just right. There's what Darcy calls the sour spot. And y'all know, you've experienced it. It's where the paper sticks or tears or all of the above. What has happened is you're just kind of in this in-between drying period, and then the paper isn't, it's not holding up to that kind of in-between phase of drying, and it will stick and tear.
Yeah, and I'm probably really pushing it here, but I really wanted to get a lot off.
But again, P is using the 28-pound, and it is a presentation style, which means it has a little bit of a finish on it. That matters.
And see how, this is like called the Fran technique, where I lift it up and rub it. But see how the paint is coming off from the stencil onto the paper. That's when you know you're doing good things here. Okay, let's see here. I'm really liking that. Let's go with a little Lucas Krill Vermilion with airbrush.
Oh, hi, Carla. happy you're here.
I have a little cloth over here that I wipe their nose with.
Oh, yes. Good call, Darcy. Yes,
okay. I am going to put that aside because that is looking absolutely fabulous. I can see using that with some of the moths.
Yes. So one of the cool lifting off the Yupo happens, especially when going back and forth between the fluid and the heavier body paints.
Yes. Yes. And color. Your color is important too. Because I'm about ready to go back to a green here to counteract my I've got some little dimple things going on here. I don't know where that's from, but oh well. I think it's pulling out. Did you clean that stencil good? I think I'm pulling out little bits from the fleurs there.
Listen,
you know, I'm gonna contact the company and
that's right. Send one of those emails that people like to send about things.
I'm a little more, you know, it used to be I didn't care what my brayer off was. Right. And then I started intentionally brayer offing. Now I'm intentionally pupsing.
Yes.
Because I know how to use those to make them look absolutely fantastic.
And I mean, and this is where like the stamps really have come in, especially like the itty bitties. I mean, they are so
perfect.
Awesome.
And see, look at that I just created there. Look at that edge. That's just like extra.
Extra, extra. I was going to say, you're kind of popping there. And
I know. You can
hear it. Yes.
You can hear that sound.
That means that the paper is starting to stick. But that's also why she's getting some stuff to pull off there.
Yes. It's a really narrow window. And it's hard to explain it to someone. It's just really, really hard.
Well, and I think one of the reasons it's difficult to explain is there are so many different factors, and where you live and the types of paints that you use are going to affect that timing. So it's the
I don't know what this is because I didn't write it down.
What paint are you using and what papers are you using? Those are the three big ones. Then what you're going to try to do is understand timing with that. And your paints then alone, each different types of paint that you have, even depending on the color, because we know that like blues dry faster, metallics dry faster. Different paint brands have different types of paint. You have like with the golden products, that's the golden brand. Within that, they have the fluids, heavy body, open. What else do we have? So there's the fluids, the high flow. So all of those different types of, and viscosity is the best way to probably explain that. But viscosity is kind of one of those funny things. Because that doesn't really truly, that says how it's going to flow. But then depending on all of those things, there's how is it drying? Because that's one of the reasons that he likes to add the airbrush medium to some of her different paints or to extend them out. Like if it's settling.
I want them to be more transparent.
Right. And she wants them to be more transparent. So there's that as well as a factor of types of paint and things that you're using. What understanding what those different variables are. And hopefully y'all are finding this, you know, I know some of y'all have heard this a million times, and this might be.
Well, you can just glaze over and, you know.
Just chit-chat and chatter. Just go, Mariah, go, you know.
Have a beer. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That really just makes me so happy. And what I love about the stencil, now I'm starting to get some really areas where I need to concentrate. See those where it's smaller?
Yeah, it's gonna it collects in there, and it's harder to get it to come out.
Isn't that pretty?
But that's also where you're getting like variation in you know what's giving and receiving.
Giving and receiving.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Now we're going to go with
giving and receiving.
some
Is that same difference?
Okay.
Somebody's giving it, somebody's receiving it.
Burnt umber light. Now I don't know. This is fluid. I've added something to it. I can just tell you because fluid doesn't come with balls.
That's right. Sometimes you need to add them if you're adding other things.
Yeah.
Oh, you got quite the thing happening at the top of that.
I know. I don't know what the deal is. Now, what I'm trying to do right now is just get a little more depth in my, because it was all kind of coming out on the same back end of the value there. So I thought about using the darker, but I'm kind of like, nah, I don't think so. Okay, I'm concentrating on my wonderful brayer off.
Oh, thank you, Becky. How was our date? I don't know that we actually ended up getting a date night the other night. I think Izzy came with us. I'm not sure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm retiring that.
All right, you got 5 minutes.
Well, y'all are just going to have to see the run through at a different time. Because I want to continue with this. I feel like I need to add some blues to the mix. I don't have a lot of, I do have that initial purple, but I didn't really.
Yeah, you haven't brought in a bunch of blue yet.
Haven't brought in blue at all. So, that's what I'm going to do. I will share them with you. Well, that's nice brown, isn't it? Chocolatey. Yummy. Yummy chocolatey.
That's a lot of chocolatey.
It is, but you can, if you really look, you can see some pink.
Yeah, and you got some puckering going on there.
Got some good puckering.
Now, again, if you're new here, one of the things that you can do with these prints that seem to be, okay, well, that's a lot of brown. You can come back in either with a wash, a glaze, or like I like to come in with sprays. Watercolors, whatever is, some other medium that you have to be able to just get down into the paper parts of those prints. That will alter it and make it lovely, and then you can add in different colors that, meet your fancy.
Yeah, and boy, did I got a lot of paint out there this time. That's all right. Sometimes you just need to get some paint down.
This is an interesting turn of events here.
What?
With the kind of a poopy.
It's mustard.
Yeah. Yeah. Mustard.
I'm feeling your
mustard.
I'm feeling your negativity across the table here.
I'll TBD.
Oh, can't use that one. My brown cups is still wet. I'll pick it up later.
Come back around
after it's dried up a bit.
Shade has been a little bit, but watch, it'll be lovely. Because sometimes once it's onto the paper, it also brightens it up a little.
Oh yeah, because it's white.
Yeah. And you're going to get more variation because of the color that was there, which is interesting.
Okay, we're getting a little bit of paper left behind. See where
it's flocking.
It's flocking. But look at that. That's butterscotch. Isn't that gorgeous and deep and lovely?
Yes. Shade retracted. It's time.
Well, I've already told you I'm carrying on.
Well,
with this.
I got to take a picture at some point too,
Of what? Well, we're not ready for that.
Well, you need to holler at me and don't take your makeup off or take your jewelry off or,
those balls moving.
It's one way to do it. Hey, Martha.
This is that Vermilion Lucas Krill mix. That's interesting. I'll tell you what, I'm getting some really good brayer offs from this session. And this is the other thing that's wonderful about long hauls. Now see, I'm trying to line that up. I want to get that edge. It has that
So
pattern.
you're getting two colors next to each other that are
compatible and friends.
Friends. Okay. This is Pups with Intent.
Pups with Intent.
All right, y'all. It is time. So, I love it that you're in the midst of a long haul and we're going to tell y'all.
Love ya.
Like a
long haul.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.